Well, it is the morning after the storm. It is Thursday, January 4th, 2018. We're in Brunswick, Georgia, and the sun is trying to do its job and thaw everything out. It's still just below freezing here. So part of the ground is still frozen, and then part of it is still, or not rather, is unfrozen. And everything seems to be going back to normal, just a little tiny bit at a time. The wind is going to be picking up today. We're under a bit of a gale warning, but luckily that's for later in the day after everything is thawed out here, because we definitely wouldn't want the more tree limbs to fall. And so based on what someone just told me, we don't seem to have that chance of happening like it was yesterday, whenever the rain was bearing down on everything. But I wanted to walk around just a minute and just talk. Someone said that you lead an interesting life, and so that was something that I kind of took to heart and said, you need to make a video every day. Really? Well, maybe not every day, but certainly some days are more interesting than others. So, looking at all this, whenever we're so used to seeing green everywhere, which is natural, and then when it all turns to white after you've seen the green all your life, pretty much, it really gives you a different perspective of the beauty of nature and what nature can do, especially when it does that right in your own front and backyards. And so seeing all this snow around in a place that we haven't had it for decades, I believe the last blizzard was 1989, so here we are in 2018, and so we've had all these years to get used to green, and that's okay. But then when the white comes in, it's like a shock to the system, a difference to the norm. It's an awesome feeling. And so being able to capture just a little bit of that yesterday was something that I'm never going to forget. And you can see a good example right here of what I'm talking about with getting back to normal. Just this bush where the sun is shining here, we're thawing out, but then the rest of it is all still ice for now, for the next little bit. And the trees, whenever the trees sway with the wind, a couple of things happen. They make this little clinking sound when the ice crystals come together, which is really cool. And also, as the ice is thawing out, because it's still below freezing here, and the ground is too, the water droplets start to come from the top of the trees, and they freeze by the time they get to the bottom of the ground. So you hear this little clinking sound all over, which is really neat. So again, it's deviating from the norm, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's a good thing, and it's not likely that we'll get to see this for a really long time. So that's why someone like me that stays up literally all night long walking the beach, and then I get home at about 4:30, sometimes even later than that, in the morning time, sleep during the day. That's why I'm out here right now catching this beauty, because might not get to see it again for a really long time. So there it is. And then this time tomorrow, all these limbs are going to be gone. The landscaping folks are coming, so that'll all be gone. and then life goes back to what it was. Green and beautiful. Or maybe it'll freeze again. And we can see this beauty one more time before the winter is over. That's just a little thought and reflection from down here in the Golden Isles of Brunswick, Georgia. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Adios.